What motivated me to study towards medicine was that my nan, my grandma, she actually wanted me to become a doctor from when I was young because we don't have a doctor in the family, and also generally the Maori population back in New Zealand have poorer health outcomes compared to non-Maori, and I wanted to see if I can try and change that by being a doctor.
I had played a fairly elite level of hockey representing New South Wales and Australia, and through that I'd suffered a fair few sporting injuries, so I had a fair bit of exposure to sports medicine and physios and investigations and things like that, which first sparked my interest in health. From that point I knew that I wanted to do something health related at the end of Year 12, but I did think that medicine at that point was out of my reach.
The journey was a long one in deciding to do medicine. I think it sort of started with just growing up with my dad being quite proud of our culture and teaching me a lot about it, and then going to school and sort of being faced with a few negative stereotypes here and there, and then sort of not really understanding why. And then when I looked more into it, I started to understand sort of the differences between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians, and probably the most shocking difference to me was the health outcomes. Yeah, in high school I kind of made it my mission to sort of find out a bit more about it, and I had a really good biology teacher as well, so he kind of made me sort of interested in science, and then that all kind of led to wanting to sort of achieve for medicine.
I did a 1-year foundation course, so that was a certificate in health science, and it's specifically for Maori and Pacific students, and it's free, and it's a course that helps bridge students who need sciences such as chemistry, physics, bio, maths, just to bring them up to par so they can succeed once they apply to a bachelor's program. That's how I got accepted into med school. You had to, after the certificate program, I did a 1-year Bachelor of Health Science, the first year. And in that year you had to maintain a GPA of 4.6, I think, something like that, and you had to sit an interview and sit a UMAT test as well.
Throughout the 10 years when I was actually doing ultrasound, there were several times that I'd thought about doing medicine. And then when my children were 4, UWS opened a medical school which was about 15 minutes from where I lived, and that was just perfect. So I thought, this is my chance now. It's something that I should have done, I think, prior to now, but yeah, it was something that I felt that I needed to do, and I applied and got in. So I applied as a postgraduate mature age student, and I applied through the Indigenous Access pathway. What that meant was I didn't have to sit the UMAT, but what you have to do is go through an extra interview, and that is the basis for which they will select whether you then go into the mainstream interviews.
So straight out of school I decided to study a Bachelor of Science. That was because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and then from then on, when I started to realise I really enjoyed anatomy, how the body works, I applied for medicine and got into the postgrad Doctor of Medicine course at the University of Melbourne.